I am 9 months pregnant officially today, and yesterday my husband told me he couldn't do this because it was too much work. Okay. She likes to press the button. So he told me he couldn't lift this up at the same time, hold the diaper bag, and put the car in. Put the stroller in. 9 months pregnant. All because she likes to do this. Go ahead. Good job! 9 months. Men. How long is time as you held on?
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Ask that nigga to... Ask that nigga to do it.
The most dangerous baby daddy in the world is not the baby daddy that leaves you when you're pregnant. Not the baby daddy that cheats or leaves you for another woman or doesn't pay his child support. Have a boundary, walk away to somebody who is giving you breadcrumbs, and go find the love of your life. Get somebody while you're young and beautiful. You deserve somebody that wants to be there consistently, committed to you. Give your kids the opportunity to see a family raised in love.
So there's this girl on TikTok with a list of reasons why women should stay single. And this is for her. If you're not her, you can scroll. But if you want to hear the tea, you can stay. Please add this to your list. I am 31 years old, mom of 3, currently 9 weeks postpartum from my 3rd child on unpaid maternity leave, going through a separation after 14 years because not only did he cheat the entire time we were together, but he cheated on me during my last pregnancy. So now I'm finally fed up and leaving. Of course, I have no financial means to leave at the moment. However, after yesterday, I was stressing about how I was going to get my youngest 2 in school so I can return to work on August 4th. He told me I should be a stay-at-home mom and just stay at home with them. Fast forward to less than 24 hours this morning, he told me that if I'm not going to be the type of woman that he needs, then I need to leave because it's making it hard for him to move on. Yeah. Less than 24 hours after telling me that I should just stay home with the kids. He told me that if I'm not going to be the type of woman he needs, then I need to leave. Meaning, if I'm not going to have sex with him, if I'm taking this separation seriously and not having sex with him, then I gotta go. Knowing I have no financial means of stability at the moment because I am out of work, knowing that I have nowhere else to go, this man that I've been with for the last 14 years of my life, the only man I've ever been in my life, told me that if I'm not going to be the type of woman he needs, I need to leave.
Apparently, my husband thinks it's okay to get a Twix bar, but to put my candy bar back because apparently he says that I need to stay on my diet.
You need to, stay away from the candy, okay?
Stay away from the candy. And this is what he tells me in front of this man right here. But see, the thing is he's talking in a low voice and he yelled it at me. Literally. How embarrassing.
You don't need candy.
How embarrassing. Like I'm a 7-year-old kid yelling, "You don't need candy. You're on a diet." Like, that's not supposed to be embarrassing to me. Because it is.
Good money for your diet stuff. Why would we buy candy?
So because you're spending good money on stuff, you're spending money, right? Because last I knew you didn't have a job, but we're spending good money.
Don't stick with me.
Yeah. Your money's your money, my money's our money, right?
All money is my money.
You really think that's okay to talk to me like that in front of a crowd of people?
I actually read this article that said that women who are single and don't have kids are reportedly happier than women who are married or are mothers. I think that's because happiness is easier to define.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
define happiness.
Yeah.
Does that mean that they get to travel more? Does
I
that
think that's
mean
what they get. They get to wake up every day and do exactly what they want for themselves. So it's easy to be like, of course I'm happy. I get to choose my happiness.
Yeah, but
every day.
then when they find themselves at 50, 60 years old and they're alone
Mhm.
and haven't, experienced the joy of a meaningful relationship or the joy of having children, or, when you get to 60, 70, you don't have any grandchildren and, your life is, starting to become boring. I mean, I don't know.
Take my phone. Get away from me. 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 Get away from me.
Don't record me, bitch.
Get away from
Don't
me.
record me.
Get away from me.
You got the right to record me,
Get
ho.
away
Stop
from
recording
me.
shit,
Get
you
away
dumbass
from me.
bitch.
Get away from me.
Dumbass bitch.
Get away from me.
Dumbass bitch.
Get away from me.
Bitch.
Get away from me.
You stupid ass bitch.
Get away from me.
You a stupid ass black bitch.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I wish you would. I wish you would.
Dumbass
Hit me if you want to. You on video. Get
Get
away from me. Get away from me.
Get out the street, bitch.
Get away from me.
Get out the street, bitch.
Get away from me.
Weird ass bitch.
Get away from
Where'd
me.
you get this weird ass bitch?
Yeah, okay.
Dumbass, why your hair fucked up?
Yeah,
bitch.
okay.
Get a new lace front, you broke ass.
Okay.
Get a new iPhone, bitch. Get an iPhone.
Okay.
That's an iPhone.
Okay.
Bitch.
You gonna go to jail. You're gonna go to jail. You're gonna go to jail.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you are beautiful, successful, smart, you have a lot going for you, you're what we call a triple threat woman, I don't think you can be in a relationship. Reasons to stay single. Well, if you're confident, you're successful, you've pretty much got everything that you need in life, you automatically become a threat to a man. Now, if you're trying to be in a relationship with that man, that's not really going to work, is it? Because the man is going to see you as competition. He's going to see you as his opponent. Because you have to understand that the patriarchy has told men that they are superior, that they are above women, that this is a man's world, that everything is laid out for them, that this is why they're entitled to women's body. This is why when a guy buys you a drink, he thinks he's entitled to your body. Right? Patriarchy told them that they will be owed women, that they are owed access to women. So if you are a triple threat woman, meaning you have got it all, okay? You got it all, baby girl. You're the full package. You are a threat to a man. Not saying that men are not going to date you. Oh, they're definitely going to date you. In fact, you're going to have every man trying to date you. You're going to have every man falling at your feet. But you are going to have energy vampires. You are going to have haters, okay? The guy that you're sleeping in bed with, he's a hater. He doesn't like you. He's going to make it his life mission to put you down, to defeat you. That's what they do. Because you cannot be above him. You cannot succeed in this world. You're not supposed to. You are a woman. You are supposed to follow a man's lead. Now, if you're a triple threat woman, that means you have so many options. You have so many options. The options are infinite. The opportunities that come your way are endless. You are smart, you are beautiful, you are successful. We call it a triple threat woman. Because you have it all. You are the whole package. Not everyone is the whole package, but if you are the whole package, you are going to get men who want to destroy you. It's that deep, baby girl. They're going to want to destroy you. Okay? They're going to make it their whole life mission to take you down. So,
Reasons to stay single? I just told you. If you are doing well right now, as a woman, if you are successful, you are doing well, you're taking care of yourself, you're elevating in life, you are going to be seen as a threat for men. They're still going to date you though, because they still need access to you. But they're going to lie, they're going to deceive, and they're going to manipulate you to get access to you. So, be mindful of this, do what you want with this information, but these are the reasons why you need to stay single.
Have you noticed how being single is now a woman's happy place? For so many women now, being single is where they find the most peace. Why is that, you ask? Well, let me tell you. There have been multiple scientific studies that prove that when women get into a relationship or marry within a straight relationship with a man, she actually works more, she gets paid less, she's less happy, and her health gets even worse. So not only is it super disruptive to a woman's life to be married to a man, but actually a lot of women are coming out with a loss. It costs them their financial gain, it costs them their health, it costs them their happiness. So truly, ladies, like, unless you're gonna be with a wonderful partner, and you are a wonderful partner and you show up together in that partnership equally, and that man is adding to your life, why would you want to be in a relationship? And this is according to multiple studies, and they are showing that marriage with a man in a straight relationship is actually shortening your life and making you miserable. So be very careful who you choose to be your partner.
I cannot tell you how many of these comments I've gotten off of this one video. So many women are swearing off being married. They'll say, I'll never get married again. I can't wait till I get divorced. I'll never live with a man again, so on and so forth. And I think it's just very telling. Like, I myself, I've lived with a male partner before, and it was hell. You know, they treat you like a literal slave. I remember joking with my cousin recently, and I was like, hey, girl, you know I can't keep no man. Really what it means is I don't want to keep a man. And then she admits to me, she's like, you know what? I'm a slave. I'm a slave to my husband. I'm a slave to my son. And I was like, oh, well, that makes a lot of sense. All of us women who are sharing our horrible experiences with men, being in romantic relationships with men, we're not crazy. We're not imagining this. There's a reason why we're all going through this right now, and we're waking up. Marriage is sold to us every single day. Hey, look, if you're a woman, you need to get married. You need to tie yourself to a man. Your success depends on it. Your worth as a woman is nothing if you're not tied to a man, right? That's what we are told. And this is very clever marketing and a very clever scheme for men to really enjoy the invisible and often uncompensated labor that women provide. I mean, this scheme and this scam has been so good that most of us have forgotten the origins of marriage, right? Marriage originally was a tool for men to own women as property. And it's not a coincidence that a lot of them treat the women that they're with like property, whether they be married, whether they're just boyfriend and girlfriend, whatever, whether they're living together. I mean, think about the whole Keke Palmer thing, right? I mean, it's very telling. One of my favorite scholars, her name is Catherine McKinnon. She's a Marxist feminist and a lawyer. And she wrote about the exploitative labor dynamics between men and women. And she goes on to explain that because of the domestic and invisible labor that women provide in the home, that wives provide in the home, the men's time and energy was freed up so that they go out into the world and conquer the world and take their place in the public sphere. All while what? All while women sacrifice their opportunity to make a name for themselves, to represent themselves in the public sphere, right? So they're held captive in the home, producing this domestic feminized labor so that men can free up their time and free up their energy to go be men out in the world, right? I'm saying this all to say that we are not imagining things, right? Like, they do treat us like servants. They do treat us like slaves. And it's because of the origins of marriage. Marriage has always been a labor contract so that men can enjoy and exploit the invisible, undercompensated, and uncompensated labor of women.
scared of women who get divorced. You know, like a professional leaver. Like a bitch who don't care about starting over. She knows a thing or two, and I'm gonna tell you what it is. But for context, my name is Monica Royale. I make up words like hypergamy, which teaches women how to decenter men while still dating men, so you stay in your power and not in pursuit. Mind you, this is a wild video for somebody who just got engaged, but women be walking around like, oh, I'll never leave. I'm in this for the long haul, through thick and thin, da-da-da-da, just to be getting drugged to the pits of hell by a man you trying to save. Woman who ain't scared to leave knows that what doesn't kill you, you can leave. It ain't never too late to start over. 50, 60, 80. As long as you have breath in your body, it's never too late to decide that you don't want to be miserable. Claiming a fresh start has everything to do with your state of mind and nothing to do with your age marker. So, decenter men, decenter outcomes. I don't want that. I can't let go.
I've always been in a relationship my whole life. I was in a relationship since I was 15 years old. This is the first time that I'm single and I'm happier. I'm more free and it's okay. Good. I used to feel like I had to have a man. I swear, my whole adult life, I used to feel like I had to have a man. And I want every woman out here to know, you absolutely don't.
Why I divorced my husband at the age of 27. One of the main things I had to come to terms with is doing more for anyone in your life will not result in you being a priority. Now, these are just overall truths that I've learned since I was married to my husband, and not so much so getting into the nitty-gritty details of why we decided to separate, because I don't want that to ever be attached to my name publicly, and I also just don't want to paint anyone in a bad light, because I also take accountability for a lot of the things that happen in the relationship, and the specifics should be kept private. Whenever you do make someone else a priority in your life thinking that it'll result in you getting more, you literally do the exact opposite, and instead of you getting more out of that relationship, you actually get less, because the more that they realize that you're able to reward their bare minimum actions, the more they're going to continue to be bare minimum. If I'm able to get the best out of doing the least, I'm going to continue to do the least, and that's something that I had to learn for sure. Now, this next one I've learned is going to shoot you in the foot every single time until you listen, and that is ignoring the red flags. Baby, let me tell y'all, God gave you an intuition for a reason, and if you decide to ignore that intuition, you're gonna pay for it every single time. It's basically like that analogy when the guy was in the ocean and he was like, God, please come save me, and he sent him 3 different boats and he passed up on each of the boats every single time, and then he was like, God, why didn't you save me? And God was like, I sent you 3 boats. That's the exact same thing. He's letting you know these are the red flags, and if you decide to ignore them, you're just gonna have to deal with those consequences. And when I tell you I ignored every single boat, baby, you would have thought I was a fish. When you think you can ignore it and it's gonna get better, I promise you it will only get worse. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is being valued. A man who values and respects you will never pass up on an opportunity to celebrate you or to make you feel special or to make you feel like you are appreciated. And no matter how much you may beg him to do something, he's not gonna do it, baby, if he does not want to, because as the saying goes, if he wanted to, he would. And that is just the harsh reality that I had to realize in life. Is if he wanted to, he would have done that already. And don't allow people to tell you that saying, you have to explain it and overly communicate it to a man, because sometimes men are slow. Men are not slow. Men are created to lead us. So how can they be slow and we be smarter than them? And I'm not trying to say that in every situation that you don't have to explain something to your partner to get him to understand. But I'm just saying, if it's repeated things that he's not doing, sis, he does not want to do those things. Trust the actions and not the words. And one of the main things that I give congratulations to is my growth. I literally refer to myself as the rose that grew from the concrete. I truly realized what I deserved out of a relationship, and you have to make sure that the person you decide to bring children into the world with is a person that you like, a person that you would want your kids to mirror. And even if you don't want kids, I feel like putting yourself or using that example as a scenario, like if I were to have a child, would I be okay if my child grew up to be exactly like this person that I'm with right now? Ask yourself that question, and that will literally tell you all that I feel like you need to know. All in all, I grew from my past relationship, and I only want to make the best decisions for myself in the future. And that's really why I am talking about this on this platform, just to be a girl's girl. Make sure you don't make the same decisions without the right advice that I did. So follow along on this journey of becoming Crystal Nicole while I share with you guys tips like these and more about becoming the woman that your future self will thank.
So I am married. I've been married for 17 years. I've been in the relationship for 20 years. I'm 52, and I have been absolutely obsessed with watching all the single girls as 5 to 9s after their 9 to 5. And the reason why I'm so obsessed with watching them, because I am filled with absolute envy and jealousy about what these women are doing. And I'm jealous because when I was single, I never did anything like that. I didn't get married until I was 35 years old. So that means I was single for a very long time in my young adulthood. And I really considered that time at the time as like a placeholder kind of event. Meaning that in my mind, I wasn't really living life. I mean, I was working, I had boyfriends, I was going out, I was doing things, but I didn't put any real investment in that time because to me, it wasn't a real life that I was living. I was just kind of going through the motions in a way until I could live my real life, which is when I got married. Because in my mind, that single time wasn't a real time. It was just kind of waiting out the time until I met the man that I was going to marry, have children, and then I was going to have a real life. Now, all of these years later, married for such a long time with 2 daughters, and I'm scrolling on TikTok and looking at these single women I was those women, but they are enjoying and reveling in the time, the peace, the calm, the self-care that being single is. Not having to worry about catering to a mate, not worrying about what your partner thinks, not having to take care of children, not having to manage a household for all these people. Just coming home and being able to make your choices that are self-care, that are affirming, that's your time, your peace, and like literally enjoying and valuing that time. I never did it. I thought it was a waste of time. I thought I was just going through the motions until I could live the real life, which was marriage. And I've been living that real life for 17 years. And I'm so tired and I'm so exhausted. And today I woke up, I've been sick all day, but I haven't been able to really take care of myself or rest and relax because I have so much I have to do. I'm vicariously living through those women, posting those lives and thinking about what if?